1996 1 penny small size Elizabeth coin. Our first coin is the 1996 1 penny coin, a relatively recent addition to the 1 penny series, but with quite a story to tell. By 1996, the UK had fully embraced the decimalization introduced in the early 70s. This coin represents the maturity of the decimal currency system under Queen Elizabeth II's reign. 1996 also marked a period when the United Kingdom's Royal Mint was exploring innovations in coin design and production, balancing modern needs with traditional values. Design features. This penny is relatively small, measuring 20.3 m in diameter and weighs 3.56 grams. The coin is composed of copper-plated steel, creating that familiar reddish-brown hue. The obverse side displays the fifth official portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, an artist known for his keen attention to detail. This portrait debuted in the late 90s and captured the Queen with a strong, regal gaze. On the reverse side, we have Christopher Ironside's crown portcullis design, a symbol that has graced British currency since the 14th century. The portcullis represents British Parliament and is often seen as a symbol of Britain's steadfast governance. This 1996 penny had a mintage of over 300 million, making it relatively common in the world of coin collecting. However, even common coins can hold value due to condition or unique errors, which we'll discuss in a moment. Market value. So what's the value of the 1996 penny today? Well, in average circulated condition, these coins aren't particularly rare and usually sell for only a few cents over face value, but uncirculated or proof versions of this coin can fetch up to $1 or even $5 if certified in high grade. A key factor in value for collectors is coin errors, and this penny has a few known varieties. Keep an eye out for misstrikes. Some 1996 pennies were minted off center, which creates an error known as a misstrike. Depending on the degree of misalignment, these can add value. Die cracks. This is another interesting error. Small die cracks near the edge or within the portcullis design can increase its appeal to error coin collectors. Collector interest. While the 1996 penny may not be the rarest, it's a wonderful example of modern British numismatic design. For newer collectors, it's an accessible coin, often in great condition and available at low prices. For experienced collectors, it's a piece of a broader Elizabethan coin series representing the enduring symbolism of the monarchy in coinage. 1985 1 penny small size Elizabeth coin. Next, we have the 1985 1 penny coin. This coin comes from an era when the United Kingdom was undergoing economic transformations. Here's what makes this coin unique. Historical context. 1985 was a significant time in British history, a period of economic challenge and growth. This penny was one of the first produced in copper-plated steel, which became the standard after the more valuable bronze composition was phased out to cut costs. Design features. The 1985 penny features the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Maklov, a design introduced in 1985, showcasing the Queen with a stately tiara and an elegant profile. On the reverse, you'll see the same portcullis design by Christopher Ironside, a symbol associated with the British Parliament and government. With over 500 million produced, the 1985 penny is common, especially in circulated grades. However, lower mintage proof sets containing this penny were produced in limited numbers, making high-grade examples a bit more valuable. In circulated condition, this coin holds nominal value, but high-grade, uncirculated coins can be worth between $2 and $10 depending on certification. Some error coins can fetch higher amounts among specialized collectors. Errors and varieties. Some of the errors to watch for on the 1985 penny include double dies. Look closely at the lettering around the edges. Doubling on letters like 1 and penny may be slight but can significantly enhance value. Planchet errors. This is when the coin was struck on an improperly prepared planchet, leading to abnormal coloring or texture. Collector interest. For collectors, the 1985 penny is appealing due to the change in the Queen's portrait and the use of copper-plated steel. It represents a time of innovation and adaptation in the UK Mint, making it a fascinating addition to any collection. 1979 1 penny small size Elizabeth coin. Finally, let's look at the 1979 1 penny coin. This coin offers a glimpse into an era of modernization in Britain, with the Royal Mint beginning its move toward contemporary coin designs and metals. Historical context. By 1979, the Royal Mint had firmly established its decimal currency system, and the penny was a staple in daily commerce. This was also the first time the Royal Mint used copper-plated steel as a cost-saving measure, setting a precedent for future coins. Design features. Designed by Arnold Machine, the Queen's second portrait on this coin shows her wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a favorite crown jewel. This portrait was used from 1968 until 1984. The reverse side, consistent with the 1 penny coins, features Ironside's portcullis, a tribute to Britain's enduring governance and history. Over 400 million of these coins were minted in 1979, making it relatively common. However, proof sets containing this coin in pristine condition can be highly desirable. Generally, the 1979 penny is only slightly above face value in circulated condition, but if you have an uncirculated or proof version, you're looking at a market value between $3 and $12 depending on condition. Errors and varieties. Look out for these errors on the 1979 penny. Broad strikes and partial collar errors. The coin's edges may appear smeared or fanned out due to an incomplete collar strike, making it rare and valuable. Rotated dies. This error is when the reverse image doesn't align perfectly with the obverse, which can increase the coin's value. Collector interest. The 1979 penny is popular among collectors of British coinage, as it represents the transition to a more modern minting process. Collectors find it interesting due to its historical context and variations. 1971 one penny small size Elizabeth coin. The 1971 one penny coin is part of an exciting era in British currency history. This coin was introduced as part of the UK's decimalisation shift on decimal day February 15, 1971. The transition to decimal currency replaced the traditional pounds, shillings, and pence system with a simplified 100 pence to the pound system, which included the creation of this coin. This marked the end of over 1,000 years of the complex old currency system and brought in a new era where coins like the 1 penny, 2 pence, and half-penny coins became standard for the British public. Now let's look at the design. The 1971 one penny coin features a profile of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side, which was created by Arnold Machine, a well-known sculptor. This portrait is easily identifiable with the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. On the reverse side, we have the classic figure of Britannia seated beside a shield and holding a trident. This design symbolizes British maritime strength and heritage. While this design had been used on penny coins for decades, the new 1971 penny was distinct due to its smaller size and modern feel compared to its larger pre-decimal predecessors. When it comes to rarity, the 1971 one penny coin isn't extremely rare as it was minted in high quantities to support the new currency system. In fact, over 1.5 billion of these coins were produced in 1971, making it widely available. However, condition is everything. While circulated coins are generally quite common, finding an uncirculated or proof version from a 1971 mint set can be much rarer and more valuable. These coins hold more value to collectors due to their excellent condition and reflective surfaces. So what is a 1971 one penny coin worth? In circulated condition, these coins typically hold minimal value above face value around 10 to 20 pence if it's an average worn condition. However, uncirculated or proof examples from 1971 can bring in higher prices. Uncirculated or proof coins can fetch between PS1 and PS5, depending on quality, with high-grade specimens in pristine condition going up to PS10 or more. As always, it depends on the collector's demand, rarity of the condition, and the coin's appearance. Interested in adding this penny to your collection or finding one in a better condition? Here are a few tips. Always look for coins with minimal scratches or marks, especially on the Queen's portrait. Store your valuable coins in a protective case to maintain their condition over time. (2015) UK 2 new pence. The UK 2 pence coin has a unique history. Originally introduced in 1971 as part of the decimalisation of Britain's currency, the 2 pence coin has been produced for over 5 decades. The decimalisation process transitioned Britain away from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system into a simpler currency system. 2 pence coins initially bore the phrase new pence until 1982, after which they switched to simply 2 pence as a reflection of their standard use. Fast forward to 2015, and the 2 pence coin remains a staple in UK currency, still featuring Queen Elizabeth on the obverse. Design features. Narrator. The design of the 2015 2 pence coin is classic and iconic. On the obverse side, we have a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, which has been updated several times over the years. The 2015 coin features the 5th portrait of Queen Elizabeth, created by British engraver Jody Clark. This portrait is notable for showing the Queen with a more mature expression, and she's depicted wearing the George IV state diadem crown, symbolizing the continuity of the British monarchy. The reverse side, designed by Christopher Ironside, showcases the badge of the Prince of Wales, 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet with the motto HDN, meaning I serve. This design has remained constant for decades, representing the connection to the British royal family. Mintage and circulation. Narrator. Now, let's talk about mintage. In 2015, the mintage of 2 pence coins was high, with millions of coins produced to ensure the availability of small change. Although exact mintage figures aren't as closely tracked as in some earlier years, the 2015 coin is considered common in circulation. However, the higher the quality of the coin, especially if it's uncirculated or in mint condition, the more valuable it can be to collectors. Market value. Narrator. So how much is a 2015 2 pence coin worth today? In circulated condition, it generally retains its face value of 2 pence. However, in brilliant uncirculated condition, this coin can fetch between PS1 and PS5. Proof versions, which are specially struck and sold to collectors, can go for much higher prices, sometimes reaching PS1 or more. This is a great example of how condition significantly impacts the value of a coin, even if it's relatively modern. Errors and varieties. Narrator errors are a fascinating aspect of coin collecting, and although not as common, there are some errors to look for in the 2015 2-pence coins. Examples include off-center strikes, die cracks, and double die obverses, where the queen's profile appears doubled. These types of errors are rare but can greatly increase a coin's value, with prices ranging from PS1 over PS50 to over PS50, depending on the type and severity of the error. Always keep an eye out for these unique coins. Even a small error can make a big difference. Collector interest. Narrator. Although it's a common coin in circulation, the 2015 2-pence coin has garnered interest due to its role in representing the final years of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. This gives it a unique place in UK numismatics. Collectors often include it as part of a portrait collection, where they collect every portrait variation of the Queen, or as part of a set from each year of the 2-pence coins. Its low cost and easy availability make it a fantastic starting point for new collectors. Next, let's look at another notable coin in the 2-pence series, the 1998 UK 2 new pence Elizabeth coin. Although not as recent, this coin has some unique features that make it worth exploring in detail. Historical context. Narrator. The 1998 UK 2 new pence coin came out during a time of economic growth in Britain, marking a period when UK coins were more widely used across Europe and internationally. This year featured the fourth portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by engraver Ian Rank Broadley. Rank Broadley's portrait replaced the earlier Raphael Makhlouf design and showed a more realistic depiction of the Queen. His initials, IRB, are visible just below her neck, adding a distinct signature to this coin. Design features. Narrator. The obverse of the 1998 2-pence coin displays Queen Elizabeth II's fourth portrait, a popular depiction among collectors due to its clear and mature representation of the Queen. The reverse remains unchanged, displaying the badge of the Prince of Wales with the HDN motto. This continuity in design over the years demonstrates the UK's respect for traditional symbols and heraldic imagery. The intricate details on the reverse are beautifully crafted, with crisp lines and clear feather details, making it one of the most elegant 2-pence coin designs. Mintage and circulation. Narrator. When it comes to mintage, the 1998 2-pence coin was minted in relatively large numbers to meet circulation needs. These coins were intended to be plentiful, so while they aren't rare, well-preserved examples are becoming harder to find as time passes. This coin was minted to be used, so finding it in pristine condition can be a challenge. Market value. Narrator. The 1998 2-pence coin typically holds face value in circulated condition. However, uncirculated versions, especially those preserved in coin sets or protective cases, can fetch prices around PS2 to PS5. If you have a proof version, these are even more valuable, sometimes reaching up to PS1.5 or more depending on demand. Given the moderate mintage, the value of these coins is more stable compared to some rarer coins. Errors and varieties. Narrator. Coin errors add excitement to collecting, and the 1998 2-pence is no exception. Though not overly common, known errors include off-center strikes and die clashes, where parts of the design appear imprinted in the wrong location on the coin. These errors make coins highly collectible, and values can vary depending on the specific error, from PS10 up to PS10 up to PS1000 for rarer varieties. Collector interest. Narrator. The 1998 UK 2-pence coin holds a special place in collections for its unique portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Collectors often seek this coin as part of a portrait collection or a year-by-year set of 2-pence coins. While not as rare, its historic portrait design gives it a lasting appeal for UK coin enthusiasts. It's an affordable yet interesting piece for anyone looking to start or expand a UK coin collection. Narrator. And that wraps up our deep dive into the 2015 and 1998 UK 2 new pence Elizabeth coins. As we've seen, even these modern coins have fascinating stories and collectible value, whether you're just starting out or a seasoned collector. These coins are great additions to any collection. Remember to keep an eye out for those rare errors and high-quality examples, as they can turn an ordinary coin into something truly special. 2001 UK 2 new pence Elizabeth coin. In 2001, the UK's economy remained strong, and coin collecting gained more attention. The 2-pence coin maintained its role in British currency, with minting techniques becoming increasingly precise. Design features. Obverse. The coin bears the Ian Rank Broadley portrait of Queen Elizabeth. Reverse. The Tudor rose on the reverse continued to be a mainstay of British coinage. Mintage. Mintage figures for 2001 are slightly lower than other years, making it moderately rarer. Proof and uncirculated pieces are especially prized by collectors. Market value. Standard coins have limited value above face, while high-quality proofs can be valued around PS5 to PS8 GBP. Errors varieties. Errors are rare but can include die clashes or strike-through errors, often valuable to niche collectors. Collectors are drawn to 2001 coins, with interest in preserving a piece of Elizabeth II's final years in Rank Broadley's portrayal. 2013 UK2 New Pence. By 2013, the coin had become part of the updated penny series, which included changes across the penny lineup, though the 2 pence remained as standard. Obverse, the Ian Rank Broadley portrait continued, showcasing Queen Elizabeth II with regal realism. Reverse, the iconic Tudor rose remained on the reverse. The mintage for 2013 was standard, making circulated versions common. Uncirculated versions hold greater value for collectors. Face value for circulated coins, but uncirculated proofs can attract values of PS4 to PS9 GBP. Die rotation errors and minor misstrikes are possible and popular among error enthusiasts. Many collectors seek 2013 2 pence coins as part of sets highlighting significant Elizabeth II portraits. 1997 UK2 New Pence Elizabeth coin. Historical context. The 1997 UK2 New Pence coin comes from a time of strong transition in the UK's coinage. The 1990s were a decade of major economic changes and cultural shifts in Britain, and coin designs often reflected these shifts subtly. The 2 pence coin itself originated in the UK decimalisation of 1971, when the pound was divided into 100 pence, replacing the old pre-decimal system. Design features. Front obverse Queen Elizabeth II's 5th portrait appears on this coin. Designed by Ian Rank Broadley, this portrait, introduced in 1997, shows a more mature, realistic queen meant to depict her as a constant in the nation's evolving landscape. Back reverse, the reverse of the coin features a Tudor rose, which was created by artist Christopher Ironside. This iconic symbol represents the union of the House of York and the House of Lancaster and has long been emblematic of British unity and heritage. Mintage. The 1997 issue had a fairly high mintage, typical for general circulation coins of this period. However, collectors pay attention to specific mintage numbers because they directly affect rarity and potential value. On market value. A typical 1997 2 New Pence coin in circulation condition isn't worth much above its face value. However, in uncirculated or proof conditions, collectors might pay between PS0.10 to PS1 GB, depending on its quality. The coins graded as mint state or proof may attract a premium, especially from collectors focusing on UK decimal coins. Errors varieties. Errors on 1997 2 pence coins are rare but can be incredibly valuable. Known errors include double strikes where the design is struck twice, creating a ghost image, and minor die cracks. If you find one of these, it could be worth significantly more, possibly PS50, PS1000 GBP or more, depending on the rarity and demand. Collector interest. This coin draws particular interest from collectors focusing on UK decimal coins and Elizabeth II portraits. With 1997 marking the start of the Rank Broadley portrait, this coin is sometimes targeted for first-year collections. 1999 UK2 New Pence Elizabeth coin. The UK was about to enter the new millennium, which led to heightened interest in contemporary coinage. The 2 New Pence coin continued to be an essential part of daily commerce and represented the continuity of Elizabeth's reign. Obverse, the coin features the same Ian Rank Broadley portrait as previous years. Reverse, the Tudor rose by Christopher Ironside remains unchanged, continuing to symbolize Britain's heritage and stability. Mintage. 1999's mintage numbers are generally average. However, proofs from this year are notable, especially to collectors focused on year-specific collections. Market value. Circulated coins usually maintain face value, while proof versions in top condition sell for a premium, generally PS3 to PS6 GBP, though values can fluctuate with market demand. Errors varieties. Known errors include minor die misalignments or metal flaws, which are appealing to error coin collectors. Collector interest. Collecting the 1999 coin is popular among those completing sets from Elizabeth II's reign or year-focused collections, especially considering its entry into a new millennium.